Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is TSJ. Welcome back to another TSJ install video. And this is for Rise of the Three Kingdoms. This is going to be for the latest update 5.4 this past April. This is a really great mod. It's massive. It's essentially a Medieval 2 version of Three Kingdoms Total War. So if you enjoy that era, but you feel like Medieval 2 is more your jam instead of the actual Three Kingdoms Total War, then this video is for you. Also, this is a really easy installation as well. I've done this before for previous versions, and I'm happy to say that this 5.4 update is really easy. So let's just jump into it, and if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. So just Google Rise of the Three Kingdoms ModDB, and this should be one of the first results. Make sure you're on the ModDB page. You might need WinRAR. I don't think you do because it's an installer, so I probably don't, but just, it's always good to have WinRAR just in case. So anyway, what you're going to do is go to Files. You're probably going to click on the Google result. It's going to take you to Summary. Go to Files, and you're going to download right here, Rise of Three Kingdoms 4.5 full. It's 2.5 gigabytes, so it's going to probably take you a little while, but download that, and then of course download the 5.4 update. Okay. And then ignore my jumbled downloads, but you'll see where my cursor is. This is what it should look like. This is the final. This is the base, right? So you see right here, 2.5 gigabytes, and then here's the patch. So it comes in a compressed zip file, so just double click on it, Rise of the Three Kingdoms, and then you'll see two application files. Okay, so you're going to want to double click on it, click Run, and then it might take a few minutes. It took a few minutes for me when I clicked on it at first, I think, just because your virus software kind of asks you if you want to run the program and what have you. Like, see, it's taking a little while right now, but you want to click, I guess you could always click on it again, kind of get it going. See, look, now it's kind of spinning in a circle, so might take a little bit to pop up. Alright, so it's going to come up with this pop-up, Windows protected your PC. Okay, and then you're just going to click More Info, Run Anyway, and then it should come up with an installer. That's kind of the great thing about Rise of Three Kingdoms, is that the developers created an installer for the mod, so you don't have to worry about necessarily copying and pasting any sort of data into Medieval 2 or anything like that. But it obviously, as you can see, it is kind of slow, but that's also because it's dealing with a really big file. So you're going to click Yes, and hopefully you can see the installation screen. So there's there's two parts to this. You click Next, Agree, Next. Okay. So here's the really important part. So you want to install it in your Medieval 2 folder, so you really shouldn't have to change it. So for example, mine's in my D drive, just because I think Medieval 2 mods run better outside of your C drive. I don't know why. I heard that before, and I haven't had really any crashes for mods since. So then you click Next, and then this is what it's going to look like. The program will install the following path. So it's going to mods right away. It's already creating its own mods destination, so you don't have to change anything. So then you click Start. I'm of course going to click Exit because I've already installed it. And then you're going to double click on Part 2, and then it's probably going to do the same thing. Hopefully it won't take as long for the run to come up, but just because it's a smaller file, it looks like it might take a little while. Either way, again, just be patient. Try not to keep double clicking on it and stuff like that. So click More Info, Run Anyway. Alright, and then it should pop up with an installer. Alright, you're going to click Yes, and then same thing. I agree, Next. Okay. Now, something I want to quickly mention is that when you click Start, this is going to be a really interesting kind of installation. So you'll notice that all the files, it'll be like 10,000 files, 12,000, I don't really remember the exact number, but are going to be popping up, and it's going to be checking all of them, making sure the installation happened. Just kind of like, don't touch the computer or anything like that while that's happening. You know, it's going to take a few minutes, but it's all automated. It's really great. That's why I think the developers did a really great job creating this mod. So I'm of course going to click exit because I've already done this. All right. And then you go to downloads, okay, and then here's the application, the 5.4 patch. So you just double click on that, and again, like the other, so this has its own installer. Doesn't take up the full screen this time, but you agree, click next, and then start, okay, and then it's going to do the same exact thing. Once you have installed everything, you go to your Medieval 2, okay, common, Medieval 2, mods, here's ROTK, and then the executable, and you just double click on that. Looks like you can change your campaign, so just click, you know, 1, for example, no change or anything like that. And here you go, this is the main version 5.1. So hope you enjoyed this install video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below if you run into any problems, right? You got single player, grand campaign. So like I said, like essentially a Medieval 2 version of Three Kingdoms Total War. Thanks so much excuse me, thanks so much for watching. Everyone stay super, and I'll see you all next time.